It's such a fun intro. Episode 3.
Wow.
Thanks for watching again. We didn't annoy you.
Seriously. The last episode, we were both like extra caffeinated or something.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the GGYP podcast. I'm Julianne Flinchum.
And I'm Justin Clement.
And we both work at the Chamber of Commerce. And we love GGYP.
We love Greater Gainesville, and we love young professionals.
Does that sound kind of creepy?
It does. I thought that's why I was chosen to co-host this.
Yeah. We're here to support young professionals?
Does
that sound better?
In a very professional manner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're doing it again where we lean forward for the microphone.
That's right.
We don't have to do that. We can chill. We're chilling.
There we go. Oh my God, this is so much better.
It really is. It probably makes them feel at ease, too.
Probably. Yeah, we're both hunched over saying creepy things.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the third episode of the Greater Gainesville Young Professionals.
We are really excited today because you may have noticed, like, we started with Alex, with one of the people from our leadership team. Mm-hmm. And so our game plan is kind of to introduce each member of our leadership team to you as we segue through, the episodes of the podcast. Because these are the people that you'll see at the events.
Right.
And they're the ones with the name tags that you can look for that'll make you comfortable.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're like, I don't know who to talk to.
Shining examples of professionalism and youth-ish.
Ish.
Young-ish.
Yeah. But, not in an overbearing way.
Right. You should just kick me out.
I mean, I'm kind of ready for you to do that. So go on, get.
All right. I'll see you all in a
Welcome to
minute.
Fiesta Radio 95.7, your Latino radio station in Gator Nation.
24/7, bringing you the latest news and the best entertainment from Alachua County.
Don't miss El Show de la Mañana, Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m.
We are the house of Latinos. We are a movement. We are Tu Fiesta Radio.
95.7 Tu Fiesta Radio.
Welcome to Fiesta Radio 95.7, your Latino radio station in Gator Nation.
24/7, bringing you the latest news and the best entertainment from Alachua County.
Don't miss El Show de la Mañana, Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m.
We are the house of Latinos. We are a movement. We are Tu Fiesta Radio.
95.7 Tu Fiesta Radio.
Welcome back. All right. So today we are lucky to be graced with our chair, David Rountree. Say hello.
Hello.
All right, David, give him the rundown. Who are you? What do you do? All that junk.
Yeah. Who
Or
am
all
I?
that
What I
good
do?
stuff.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, calling it junk makes it sound bad.
You guys are on a run today. So my name is David Rountree. I am our chair for the Greater Gainesville Young Professionals here in town. Outside of that, I own a local woodworking business here, D-Tree Woodworking. On top of that, my full-time paid job and gig is with the University of Florida's Alumni Association. I serve as our associate director of alumni volunteer engagement.
Mm-hmm.
What that really means is I get to work with all the Gator clubs around the country. So being their tie
That's
back
so
to the university.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
Go
great.
Gators.
Go Gators.
Yeah.
From athletics to academics, we're tying them back in, working with our nearly 500,000 alumni that we have with the University of Florida. Come May 2nd, we will officially hit 500,000 living alumni for our University of Florida, which is just incredible.
Dang.
So we work with
That's a lot.
with our alumni on
Yeah,
our team.
that's a whole lot of people
Just
you work
a lot
with.
of people. Just a little bit.
Okay, so the one thing to point out that you didn't in your rundown, but that's,
Relevant. I know.
is how long have you been involved with GGYP?
I have been involved with GGYP since the inception.
Day one, yeah.
since day one.
Because you were even in the focus groups, right?
I was in your conversations, not necessarily
Yeah.
in your focus groups, but talking to Julianne right from the beginning. I have wanted something like this for forever. I think we met 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Back when I was...
That's so weird.
Isn't it? Right? Yeah. Met Julianne in my 20s, and we were just looking for an opportunity to connect with other folks like us who are out trying to develop professionally in our careers, but wanted to stay in Gainesville. We're looking to stay connected with other folks, and in particular, people who are in our age demographic who weren't moving. All my best friends live in Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But
so
for
many
me,
of them have come back, though.
They have,
It's
right?
That's why I like calling it the black hole.
Yeah.
Because it's like going to high school here.
Okay.
And everyone left for college.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, they're never coming back. Because all of them were like, I got to get out of here.
Got to get out.
But so many of them have come back. And some of them have joined the chamber. And I'm like, I know your face. You were a high school cheerleader.
Recognize you, know your parents.
Yeah.
I did the opposite. I grew up in a military family, so I moved every 6 months.
Damn.
Like, I went to 10 different elementary schools, 1 middle school, so that was great.
Oh, hey.
3 different high schools, and then moved to Gainesville and thought that I'd just be in and out in 2 years, get my undergraduate degree and take off. And I just found a home, and I found a place that I wanted to live, work, and play. And the chamber, when I started my work with the chamber many, many businesses ago,
Yeah.
for me, it provided a sense of community. And it really provided those roots back here, and to stick here in our town, stay in, find some different opportunities for me. And it's worked out really well.
Yeah.
Really, really well.
Well, and I guess you're not allowed to share the information while you're doing it, but post
Go
doing it,
for it.
you're
I know
allowed
you-
to share, right?
Yeah.
So, like, one of your most interesting facts is
I have one dog named Luna. She's the cutest little thing. This is a shout out to Luna.
that's not what I was going for.
No, one of the most interesting things about me is that I've been able to attend several national championships. I've been a part of that with the university. Over this last 3 weeks, I was able to do that through the Alumni Association. And technically, I went to Las Vegas to support a local Gator club. I know what you're getting at. I know what you want.
I'm like, come on.
But in 2006,
Get it out.
from 2007 to 2010, I used to be the mascot for the University of Florida. So I was Albert.
Yeah, he was Albert.
Right over left. For us, it was a really big opportunity for me to really connect and engage with the university, and now to be on the other side of it, where I'm actually working at the university and connecting with our communities. It's just been incredible.
Yeah. I love that fact because I've been a Gator fan since birth.
Yeah.
Like, literally, my mom said that my first 3 words were no, shut up, and go Gators.
Go Gators.
Which is very indicative of who I am.
I mean, yes, technically 4 words.
Yeah.
Technically 4 words.
True.
Go Gators.
Yeah. Maybe phrases. The
Yeah.
3 phrases, I would say.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, why not? That was...
It's just natural now.
It is. It is. Okay, so in this course of... I mean, we did the focus group, so kind of formed the group
Yep.
in 2021.
Yeah.
Did the launch in 2022.
Correct.
So we're kind of at 3 to 4 years,
3 to 4 years
however
now.
you want to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So in the course of all of that, you've
Yeah.
gone to a lot of our events. What was your favorite?
Ooh, on the spot. This is the question.
Or the recurring favorite, I guess.
Honestly, I think my favorite event is our kickoff for the
Yeah.
year. It is a great time for you to really get an understanding of who your leadership team is, get a real understanding of what the organization is and what we're trying to do. As much as it's coming from the chamber and we're talking about professional development, this is really about development of you as an individual and your collective whole. We want to help
Yeah.
you. For me, my goals for this year were to talk about community and growth. I want
Yeah.
people to find their own communities, whatever that is to you. If you don't have it, we want to be able to provide that to you, help you find it.
Yeah.
The other part of this is growth, right? We're looking for growth opportunities, whether that's for the individual, for you professionally, for you personally. We want to be able to provide those vehicles to you. And it's been great to see and do that. And I think at the kickoff event, we really highlight some of the ways to do that. We get to meet different individuals from across industries.
Yeah.
You meet people who like to do woodworking, or people who like to play arcade games, or
Yeah.
people who like to go bird watching. So you just find your little niches and then
Alex's
come
best
together.
friends.
It's true. It's true.
We did go over that in the last
I believe
podcast.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's even for me, as someone that, runs the program, has been taking care of the baby since day one.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of new friends. And like, yeah, some of them being like, well, we've been friends, but like the leadership team, like a lot of them like were brand new.
Yeah.
Like I just met them and they became part of the leadership team, but that was kind of after like we became friends. And I love it.
Incredible, right?
Yeah.
The relationships that we've been able to build. I think part of it goes back to what I was saying. My friends live in Orlando, Tampa, and Jacksonville, right? But since then, I've made these incredible relationships and incredible friendships here in our community, incredible partnerships that I'm able to rely back on now. And it's through things like GGYP, and now being able to be a part of it and lead GGYP and share those opportunities goes back to the community growth that we're looking to do with our membership.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
I agree. Like, and I love seeing all the new faces.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's so fun.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know. I wasn't at the trivia, so I didn't
Okay.
get to see there.
Yes.
But the mixer beforehand, I would say at least like 40% of the people were brand new. Like, there's our recurring crew
There's a
and like
recurring
people
crew.
that come back because we want you to do that.
We do. We want you to do that. We
Yeah.
definitely do.
But then there's this like influx of all these new people, and it's so cool to see. And so trivia, did we continue like on that?
100%. So
Sweet.
looking at about the same amount, 40% were
Yeah.
new folks coming in, which is really good to see because we're looking at that 40%, but the other side of that is that 60, right? It's that recurring number that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
We're bringing on new members, new opportunities for you guys to connect with different opportunities here in our community. And it's been fantastic.
And honestly, like, I love the idea that came up in one of our leadership meetings for the like frequent
Yes.
flyer card.
Yes.
So if you haven't come to one of our events, we just launched it. The first event was March, right?
First event was in March.
Yeah. So we just launched it. But it's a little punch card, and it's a frequently youngish and professionalish card. That's like a mouth. But it's true. You're frequently youngish and professionalish.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, we punch it at every event that you come to, and then at the end, that's like when you filled them all out, you get one extra drink ticket.
Boom.
Which doesn't have to be alcoholic. I mean, if you're like wanting those sodas or like, I don't know, whatever. Honestly, I'd give you a dessert if you don't want alcohol. Like, sure. What do you want? I mean, not
Mocktails.
like a whole meal, because that's... Remember, we don't have that much money.
We are on a budget. We are on a budget.
Yeah, we are funded by those investors, thank God. And actually, really new,
Yes.
fun news.
Okay.
We just got a new investor.
Fantastic.
First Federal Bank came on.
No way.
We're super excited.
That's awesome.
So Julianne Eddy, like, she's very excited. We'll probably see some of her at our event.
Phenomenal human being.
Just the
Phenomenal.
sweetest, yeah. And honestly, the whole team over there is just
I've worked
legit.
in our nonprofit space here in our community for a good amount of time, and First Federal is always one of the first ones to step up to the plate with any community initiatives
Yeah.
that we've had. I've had the fortunate opportunity of working across different industries in our nonprofit sector, and First Federal is always there helping out and trying to
Yeah.
find a way to connect with our community. So
Yeah.
for them to do that right now with our young professionals,
Yes.
the Chamber of Commerce, can't thank them enough. So incredible partners.
Yeah, we love bringing on the new people. And that being said, like, still the ones that have been there, the one
UF
that has
Health?
been there since day one. Yeah,
Yeah.
UF Health. Like, they came on when Ed Jimenez was the
CEO.
CEO.
Yep.
Because he was passionate about it. But you've just seen like the passion continue on through new leadership, and I am so grateful to them for sticking with us through it all, even when in the beginning, when they didn't
Yeah.
even know what we were gonna be.
Right.
Like,
right.
let's be real, we could have flopped.
We could have flopped, but we are soaring. Look at us.
Look at us go.
Look at us go.
I mean, it goes back to the same thing of like, throw it at the wall and see what sticks.
See what sticks.
Yeah.
I think that's the best opportunity. I mean, that's the best avenue when you're trying to do something there, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to learn. We're not going to do everything correctly right from the get go. We're going to try to put forth an honest effort. Fourth.
Yeah.
Put forth an honest effort, but really like find the things that work. Make sure that they stick. Bring them back. Things like the kickoff, having continuous partnerships with our sponsors, whether that's UF Health. Longtime community partner Jason Thompson,
Yeah.
right? With a lot of our
God.
events that we do here.
Bless him. Bless his heart.
Just bless that young
Yeah.
man. And then Barcade. Not
Yeah.
Barcade, I'm sorry.
Life South?
No, not, well, yes, Life South as a partner.
Life South, fantastic.
And then
short
Pavlov.
plug, they're in need of donations. They're always in need, but they're in need. And every donation that you give saves 3 lives.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, sorry. I had to plug that because that's super important.
And they're a
Like-
huge community partner. Again,
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
huge
yeah,
community
yeah.
partner, a nonprofit here in our community, but also giving right back to our community. The blood that they get from that blood bank, or that goes to that blood bank, goes right back out into our community. They
Yeah.
are our local blood supplier here in our community, right here in Alachua, North Central Florida. So when you're giving, you're not giving to a stranger, you're giving to your neighbor, which is just incredible.
So cool. So
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, you were saying another supporter, though, and I totally derailed you
Oh, I was just
because
talking.
I'm good at that.
It's all right. I am as well. Just talking about our different event partners that we have, whether it's the breweries that we consistently work with,
Yeah.
from Swamphead down to First Magnitude. We're always looking for different opportunities and different ways for you guys to partner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get in there. We need you. This, you didn't know what to expect. Well, you did.
yes.
You watched an episode, right?
Yeah, you guys
Or 2.
have been my friends for years.
that's
So the experience was expected, and this is, I think this is who we are as a group, right?
Yeah.
Like we are in the demographic where we're 21 to 40. We want to be taken seriously in the work that we do, but we also are realistic, and we have access to our phones and information and technology. It's bouncing off of us 24/7. I don't want to deal with fake people. I want to deal with real people, and these are I love the personalities and the people that I've met
Yeah.
in the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
So,
Don't put on the facade.
please don't.
Yeah. And honestly, I find you incredibly more interesting if you're a little weird.
I'm definitely there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at an event. So I went to the Latin chapter
Got real
mixer.
nervous. Thought you were about to tell a weird story about me. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Not you. It's about me, a personal experience. So went to the mixer, which fantastic event. It's not just for those Latin business owners.
Yes.
It's open to all, and I think it's such a cool opportunity. It's also a good way to test my my Spanish
Yeah.
skills, because I'm like, okay, I know what they said. Yeah, okay. I got that. Because, and then I can kind of talk a little bit in Spanish, but not a lot of it. I just think I'm going to get better as time goes on.
So, Julianne,
and Duolingo is a thing.
do you have to speak Spanish to
No.
participate in this meeting?
No. It's just, fun it's fun to test my Spanish.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know how else to put it. Anyway,
I think
that's not what I was getting at.
I think that's a misconception, though, too. Part of it, right? Is
Oh,
that you
yeah,
have
yeah,
to speak
yeah,
Spanish
yeah.
to
No.
partake, and you don't.
No.
They're extremely welcoming and
Yeah.
make sure that you're fully versed in what's taking place and what they're sharing.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, I showed up to the event and I was talking to some people and I don't even remember what I said. And I was like, well, that was kind of weird. I'm definitely not awkward. And the guy that I was talking to was like, definitely not. Yeah, totally. And I was like, geez, shut up.
He's just being honest.
But that's exactly it. It's like, I'm glad that people know,
Just gotta
who
be
I
yourself.
am.
Yeah.
And that's because I've always put that out there. It's like being unapologetically yourself without being like an a-hole. I don't mean unapologetically yourself where you're like, I don't care,
Right.
you're this. No, I mean it in be genuine.
Just be genuine with who
Yeah.
you are and your interactions with people. I think that's one of the things that, from a chamber perspective, from a staffing perspective, that's really been just refreshing to see you guys be able to be who you guys are in that space.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are who you are with us in every space.
Yeah.
But then the support that you guys get from your leadership team.
Yeah.
It's just been incredible for you guys to be who you are, and
Mm-hmm.
truly love watching them foster and helping you guys grow in your careers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, there have been times where I've been like, oh, that wasn't good.
No.
You weren't present at the one with Arena Health and Wellness, were you?
Yes, I've been present for 2 with Arena. Yes.
Do you remember that second one?
No, I do not remember exactly what you did. No.
So Arena Health and Wellness, wonderful local business. They actually are upstairs of the Chamber of Commerce building.
Great community partners.
Yeah, and we've done 2 sessions with them. Just great sessions. You learn so much, and they try to fit as much as they can into that like hour and a half.
Yep.
But always walk away with a lot of good knowledge on tools I can utilize for mental health.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And wellness, which is in their name.
It is.
I don't know that I want to get specific with it, but I made a very morbid joke.
I don't remember. I have an idea.
Justin, is it a bad idea to share that story?
I mean, you shared it on the last episode.
Did I really? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Go back to episode 2.
Whoops. This is how good my memory is. So actually,
It's a callback, Julianne. That's
can
what
I
that is.
plug this? If I have ever reintroduced myself to you or looked at you like maybe we've met before, did we just see what happened?
Yes.
My memory is shit.
Yes.
I mean, crap. Am I supposed to not cuss? I don't know how that
It is your
goes.
podcast.
It's authentically myself if I cuss. I feel like I just sprinkle it in at this point in my
Right.
life. But I remember the first time that like I was probably like 18.
Okay.
And I just thought dropping the F-bomb was like, we can effing do this. Because you know what I'm effing talking about? Like that was, it was just in my,
Vocabulary.
yeah.
Just became every word.
It did. I said it multiple times. And I'll never, ever, ever forget
Yeah.
being at my parents' house and going up to my grandma and talking to her about something. And like at the time, my grandma was like 85, like, yeah, she was older. And I was like, well, you know what I'm effing talking about, Grandma? And I was like, and her face
Just.
went like white.
Yep.
Like,
All the blood
oh
went straight
my God. And my mom overheard it. Ooh. Not a good time.
Professional development opportunities, right? Let's talk about it. Like for me, I worked at ODB Kids here in town for
that's a
8
good
years.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
where my filter came from. I started
makes
there when I
sense.
was in college. Obviously had the not same issue, but you know, I had an issue. And working at ODB taught me when and how to like turn it on and off.
Yeah.
And I still felt like that at times.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Like,
don't we all?
I will. So, wait, did I also share when I was talking at bar camp? I don't want to say the same things over and over again. Oh, okay, cool. New story. I think I'm just going to have to constantly check on these episodes. Like, did I say that already?
Yeah.
Well, but maybe we have first timers that haven't heard the
They've
story.
never heard the story. They're getting to know you.
Yeah. Anyway, I went to start GNV's bar camp,
Okay.
which was like 2 weeks ago or so, maybe 3 weeks ago. Really cool opportunity for like entrepreneurs and young professionals and older professionals. Like, it was really cool. All these people come and they do a talk on like something interesting. Like this one guy was talking about utilizing AI for like building out a website and like this. Yeah, like a lot of really cool information.
Practical application right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And they asked me to come and speak. And I said, okay, well, I'll speak on like building your own community, which, you know, you touched on.
Boom.
And like the different ways you can do so. I was trying not to make it just about the young professionals in the
Right.
chamber, but including other things. And I was saying like part of the thing of finding your community is that you find your purpose first. Because then from there, you're going to find where you align
Right.
and like what matters most and works for you. And so I was saying how, you know, with finding your purpose, it's supposed to be like, 1, something you're good at.
Right.
2, something that you enjoy doing. And then 3, something that impacts your community and impacts those around you in a positive way.
Right.
So for me, it is like helping individuals build their own community. Like I like being a matchmaker almost, like
Right.
a connector.
Right.
Like I'm not an extrovert, but I want you guys to meet and I want you to know each other or I want you to be connected with this cause or whatever it is. I enjoy doing that and I enjoy creating experiences for people, like whether that impacts them professional development and business development wise, impact their personal lives, or just like a fun, cool experience. Like, I want to create that. Like, I want that. I want you to walk away from an event that I've planned and be like, damn. Like, and not because of my ego, it's because I want you to be happy. Like, and be like, that was worth my time. But, yeah, so I'm explaining all of that to this group of people. And this woman says, well, you know, it's true. Like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I knee-jerk reacted and was like, that's bullshit. And then I went, I'm so sorry. Knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
What I mean is, if I didn't have to work, if I didn't have to throw in my 40-plus hours, and I just had unlimited funding and I could, like, travel and, like, participate in causes that matter to me and spend time that way versus, like, you know, putting in the punch card, I would do that.
100%.
Like, everyone, and I said, and if you say that you wouldn't, you're lying to yourself. Like, come on.
I a little pushback, right? Because I think that some people, I come from a family where, like, my mom right now works really, really hard and continues to work. And I know when there are times where she is not focusing on that work, it's hard for her.
Right.
I think that as we grow, as we as individuals are getting, learning a little bit more about ourselves and, like, the human experience, I think part of that, like, I am that person. I learned that from my mother, where I just need to keep going, go. And I've recognized over the last 5 years or so that that's not a great balance for me.
Yeah.
Right? So I go back to what you were saying about work is that I still need that drive and that push to go. But work to me, it's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to be something that you want to go into. But if you love what you do, it makes it easier.
Yes.
Right? It's so much easier.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But I'm definitely still working.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, you know, if I could just come and go as I please, but still be able to do things that I like and have unlimited funding, then I would take that. Like, because I love planning the longest table. That's, like, such a fun, important event to me. I love planning Drink GNV. Like, there are things that, like, and I love my job. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love the opportunity that was given to me, you know, 8 years ago, almost 8 years ago. Yeah, right?
Holy smokes.
Holy smokes is very true. Because I thought I would stay in this job for, like, a year.
Here you are, 8 years later.
And here we are. And it's because I stuck with it because, and I think this is really, really important, is working for an organization or a business that invests in you.
100%.
Like, that supports you in your growth.
100%.
Because when I came on board at the chamber, I had been doing marketing, but they were hiring me for sales.
Right.
And they essentially took a chance on me because I didn't have the experience for it, but, like, I had the drive and I was willing to learn.
Right.
And that's what I did. And, like, not to be like, but I did really well. Like, I was really good at membership development. But that being said, if I had only been doing that for the past 8 years, like, all I was doing was telling people to join the chamber.
Right.
That was it.
No
I wouldn't still be here.
No.
But, like, they invested in me not only to learn more and be able to, like, go to conferences and things like that, but also giving me more responsibilities, not in an overbearing way, but in a, oh, you're interested in this? Take it. Like the young professionals.
Right.
Them allowing me to greenlight this project was huge. Like, and huge because I am passionate about it. So it's like, I always tell people, like, if you're not happy, number one, like, if you aren't with people that, believe in you, invest in you, then GTFO, like, GTFO.
I mean, I think we get to a point where people feel like they've got to stay in these situations, right? And you, obviously life happens. You got to make some decisions for yourself.
Right.
You got to make decisions. You got to factor in some things.
Yeah.
But if the opportunity is there for you to improve your situation, and it's not coming from your employer, I think it's completely fine. You need
Yeah.
to. You need to
You
find a
need
place.
to. Yeah.
I look at it like this. I spend more time with my coworkers than I do with my family, right?
Yeah, yep.
I'm spending 8 hours in the day, dedicated time with them no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I'm working from 7 till probably about 7 tonight. So I'm
Yeah.
working 12 hours today.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend more time awake with my coworkers than I am
Mm-hmm.
with the people that I choose to love and care about.
Right.
So if I'm constantly putting myself in that space on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, a monthly, a yearly basis, you got to find a place that makes the most sense for you, where they care about you and invest back into you the time that you are investing back into them.
Right.
Look for those opportunities.
Amen.
Yep.
That is so true.
When you can't find them, find them.
Okay. This is the question.
Oh boy.
So we'll wrap up with this.
Okay.
What has been, in the course of you networking and going to events over the many years at this point,
Okay.
what has been your most awkward interaction? Yeah, putting you on the spot there.
Most awkward
That you can remember, obviously.
networking interaction.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm going to talk about people not in this town. How about that? Let's do that.
Okay, that's fine. I more so mean when you were awkward.
Oh, when I was personally awkward.
Yeah.
Every networking event that I go to. I think that I'm consistently awkward. I talk
Yeah.
about all the weirdest things.
Yeah.
I love woodworking, and then I realize that a lot of people don't know what it means to sand things up, to go from 80 to 120 to 220 to 240 to 300 grit. And I will sit there and I'll talk to you for about 20 minutes about it, talking about sanding a piece of wood. But that's who I am. I'm consistently awkward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good enough
that fair?
answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I am curious about the other side
I
of it. The
definitely-
most
we will
awkward
talk about
people
that
have been
offline.
to you.
Oh, you know that.
All right. Next time you see him, make sure you ask.
I'll share.
Anyway, we appreciate you coming
Appreciate
on.
you. Yeah.
I'm glad that people got to know you some more,
Yeah.
and now they know who to look for at the next GGYP event.
Feel free to come up and talk to me at any point. I love communicating, just like Julianne. Like building communities, growth, and impact are things that I live my life by. So looking forward to meeting all of you guys and sharing additional information about GGYP, community we live in, and whatever you're looking for, tips, advice, conversation around. I'm here.
And go Gators!
Go Gators. Go Gators.
Welcome to Tu Fiesta Radio 95.7, your Latino radio station in Gator Nation.
24/7, bringing you the latest news and the best entertainment from Alachua County.
Don't miss El Show de la Mañana, Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m.
We are the house of Latinos. We are a movement. We are Tu Fiesta Radio.
95.7 Tu Fiesta Radio.
Welcome to Tu Fiesta Radio 95.7, your Latino radio station in Gator Nation.
24/7, bringing you the latest news and the best entertainment from Alachua County.
Don't miss El Show de la Mañana, Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m.
We are the house of Latinos. We are a movement. We are Tu Fiesta Radio.
95.7 Tu Fiesta Radio.
Welcome back!
Yeah.
Welcome back, Justin.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love bringing individuals on
Yeah.
because I feel like they're like, oh, God.
What have I walked into?
Yeah, it's kind of wonderful. I mean, it
David
does
was a trooper.
He was a trooper. That
for
is
coming
very
on.
true. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's
was
jump
fantastic.
into some recaps
Okay.
of events. Because, like, what? It's been. When's the last time we had? Oh,
It's been like 3
it
weeks.
was April Fool's Day. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so
it
we've
was
had
April
like
Fool's
a
Day.
bit of things going on since then.
We've had so much
and
happen.
oddly enough,
You
I
weren't
have
there
not
for
been
any of
at
it.
any of it. Yeah, because I was out of town. But we had the Burnout Prevention and Intervention Lunch and Learn with Sarah Livingston from Are You Motivated?
Yes.
So give us a little
It
recap
was
on that.
phenomenal.
I believe it.
So she came in and we did. It's so hard to pinpoint exactly what it was. It was part presentation, part workshop, part training, part therapy. honestly. It was really cool. And it
that.
came at the perfect time for me because I had already requested the day off after that. Just to have, because we
Getting
both work
burnt
for
out?
the chamber.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of activities, events, programs that we're constantly involved in.
Yep.
And so I was getting tired. I was getting burnt out. And but anyway, we had a great turnout. People were super involved. We did some incredible activities, really identifying what burnout is, what the signs are of burnout, and then kind of utilizing, figuring out what tools to utilize to identify that, and then what steps to take to help you. And it was absolutely incredible. So
That's awesome.
big shout out to Sarah and
I
Are You
love
Motivated?
that.
And if you are a company or a group or whatever, I highly recommend you having her come and
Do a little training.
do a little training with you guys. It
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
So the next event that we had was
next
GGYP, our monthly mixer.
Monthly mixer.
But at Swamphead this time, and we threw in some trivia. So
Yeah.
give me the recap.
So it turned out it was non-profit trivia. We had, oh my gosh, how many questions were there? There were over 30 questions.
There was
I think.
30. Yeah.
It was fantastic. Each one highlighted a different nonprofit in the community. I think we had 75 people come out to that, maybe more. I can't remember the exact count, but we were at Swamphead. It was a beautiful day, drinking their delicious beverages. I was drinking their incredible root beer, and that was a lot of fun. And it was great to see young professionals out there getting involved, learning more about our local nonprofit scene, and getting to meet some of the people who work for the nonprofits, which actually kind of brings me into something. This is a little off script. But the Amazing Give.
I was going to plug that too.
Oh, good. Okay, so this Thursday, I'm not sure when we're going to release this, but
Today.
Oh, okay,
Tomorrow?
fantastic. Well,
I don't know.
as of right now, we're 1 day and 19 hours away from the Amazing Give. If you don't know what the Amazing Give is, it is an incredible opportunity.
Some might say amazing opportunity.
To learn more, go to theamazinggive.org. Do you want to tell more about what it is?
Yeah, of course. So this is a really cool opportunity for our nonprofits to raise even more funds, basically, because they give out awards for certain things like a power hour, first donor, the most donations within a certain time. Like there are so many different ones. So they're able to achieve more funding that way through this Amazing Give, through the Junior League. But then on top of that, a lot of times these nonprofits bring on an organization or an individual to match donations. So then they make even more funds to support the amazing, incredible, I don't want to overuse.
Amazing,
The
but it is
incredibly
amazing.
amazing work that they do in our community. So I recommend checking it out. Because whatever cause you align with, you should be supporting them. Even if you give them like $10,
Right,
that still changes something.
Absolutely.
Like-
There are over 113 nonprofits participating this year. And I can say, I'm just looking at the main page on the Amazing Give website, is that for 8 years, our region has come together to give more than $8.5 million to our local nonprofits through the Amazing Give. So whether you care about the environment, arts, animal welfare, or human services, the Amazing Give is an amazing and great opportunity to show our community what matters to you. You can search by what type of nonprofit you want to look up, the location, or if you want to look through the different causes. I mean, you have causes ranging from animals, arts and culture, to homelessness and housing, to politics, to poverty and hunger, to religion, seniors, social justice. It's all in there.
Sorry. I just realized that this perfectly showcases my ADHD.
Yeah.
I just realized that I was kind of doing like a advertisement for LaCroix, which now I really am because I just said their name. Hey,
LaCroix, we want
wanna
you as a sponsor.
If you sponsor us, I'll talk about you all day.
We serve LaCroix at all of our events.
We actually do.
We pretty much
Yeah,
do.
we pretty much
yeah.
do. I love LaCroix.
I drink probably 4 LaCroix a day.
I know.
Anyway, sponsor us.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
So, okay, a new segment that we're going to continue doing is taking in questions from our GGYPs. So, we will post on Instagram, do a little poll. You can send in a question and we'll say your name, or you can be like, hey, I wish that this was anonymous. I don't really want people to know that I asked this question. Either way, we're happy to answer it. We're here. And I mean, honestly, the goofier, the better, because I love those, which I have like 2 silly ones. But you want to take that first one?
Why Will Ferrell? If you follow us on social media, you'll see a lot of Will Ferrell posts, a lot of interestingly photoshopped pictures of Will Ferrell.
Yeah. The last one was with Elio. He did our pancakes and presidents this morning.
Incredible. Also.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why Will Ferrell?
Hashtags. Wow. Hashtag Will Wednesday. Hashtag Where's Will?
Where's Will?
Yeah. So we do that every Wednesday. Sometimes it's in relation, like we'll showcase a location that has to do with like an event.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just like, hey, let's throw an event or let's throw a space out there that you might not know.
Right.
And like, let's showcase a local business.
Yeah.
So the reason that happened, we're rolling back to 2022. If you don't like our social media, I don't do the social media. If you like the social media, I do all of it.
And if you don't like the social media, you're going to hate this podcast.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, so day one, I was like, it's great to be like silly on this. Like, I don't want our social media to be like, burp, 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 burp. Like, I want it to be fun. I want it to be funny.
Right.
I want it to be kind of weird. Like, yeah.
That's what young professionals are. We're all fun, funny, and kind of weird.
And kind of weird. Yeah. We should change our phrase to that.
Young, funny, and kind of weird.
Instead of made by young professionals for young professionals. No. Young, funny, and kind of weird.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm digging
that.
it. Yeah, I'm vibing with that.
Anyway, totally not what I was saying. I was saying, so, Will.
Why Will?
Why Will? Which, hey, Will Ferrell, if you want to sponsor us, I talk about you all the time on social media.
Or come on as a guest.
But, so basically in the beginning, in 2022, I shared like quite a few Will Ferrell memes. Not purposefully. It just kind of happened.
There are just so many of them.
There's so many of them.
They fit everything.
They really do. And so then I don't know, I got this idea of like, well, you know, people always do the like hashtag Motivational Monday, hashtag Throwback Thursday. So I was like, hashtag Will Wednesday. So started doing that, and then was it 2024? So 2023, I really went in on it.
Yeah, you
2024, I was like, we're going to open it up to all Wills.
All Wills.
So then it was like Will Ferrell, Will Forte, Will Smith, Will
Arnett.
from The Simpsons, Willie from The Simpsons.
Oh, right.
I threw him in too. So it was just all of these different Wills that we scattered through.
Right.
But in all honesty, I wanted to go back to the basics.
The Ferrell works
like,
the best.
Go back to Ferrell.
Yeah.
And I love it because
it's just fun.
He goes to so many of our local businesses.
He does. He goes to almost.
He hangs out with like local, you know.
It's incredible.
People. He's he's a Gainesville lover.
This is true.
Yeah, he's all about us, man.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen him around town,
I'll start coming to our events. You'll see Will Ferrell.
Anyway, so that's why Will Ferrell. There isn't really a good reason. I
think it's a good reason.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good reason. Right. It's a great reason.
So, I work from home, so I never dress professional for work. What should I wear to these events?
Ooh.
Pants. I know that's a thing. Like
that is a legal disclaimer that for all GGYP events, one must wear pants.
Yeah. And don't wear pajamas. I mean, because, okay, let's roll back to like shut down COVID times. I worked from home.
Same.
And a lot of times I was just in my PJ pants.
Yeah.
Like,
I was in
lot of
basketball
times-
shorts and just
Yeah.
like a V-neck shirt.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot what it was to
dress
professionally.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So anyway, needless to say, don't wear pajamas or no pants. Do wear kind of whatever you want from there. I mean, some people are wearing jeans, some people are wearing like suits, some people are wearing business casual attire. Like, it's a little bit of everything, honestly.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hate to say that there's a dress code because there's really not.
There's not.
Be
Like,
yourself. Just
yeah.
wear pants.
Yes, please. We won't. Unfortunately, we won't let you in if you're not wearing pants. Just saying.
It's true.
No pants, no shoes, no service.
Even
so-
at the summertime pool party, pants,
well, trunks,
swim pants.
swim pants. Anyway, so don't be worried about what you're wearing. That's
Yeah.
what we're trying to get at.
That's what. Yeah.
I don't need you in a suit. You don't even have to be in slacks. You don't have to be in a cocktail dress.
No.
Like, you don't have to have your heels on.
Right.
Like, wear whatever you want.
Be
There's
you.
such a wide range of outfits. So
Right.
it
And
doesn't matter.
professional dress for me is very different from professional dress for someone working in construction or,
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Elio at Tu Fiesta Radio,
I know. He's always styling.
He is always.
Styling
Can we
and
just talk about
profiling.
Elio for a second? He's got like the coolest hat. He's got the crispest. What do you call that? Blazer jacket. Just
And
he always looks sharp.
always brings the fiesta. All right. Last question
Yes.
for today. So one time I went to an event and I reintroduced myself to someone I had already met. I kind of froze. What should I have done?
I have done this multiple times.
I've done this so many times.
I just make a self-depreciating joke.
Yeah, same. Own it.
Yeah.
Own it.
Just own
Yeah.
it in the moment. Be like, oh my God, of course we've met before. We're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe
Well-
don't say that verbatim, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Or so I always end up doing the like, I'm so sorry. I go to a lot of things and I meet a lot of people and I kind of recognized your face, but I wasn't sure. So
Yeah.
sorry.
I mean, when
I'll
in
remember
doubt,
now.
When in doubt, it's better to reintroduce yourself
Yeah.
than to avoid it all completely.
Right. And also, not everyone is going to call you out. Like, I feel like people in general give you like a 1 pass.
Yeah.
Like, I give a
2
1
3
pass.
I give a 3 pass.
Yeah, I probably give multiple,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. Or I'll do I think maybe we've met before.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like is nicer than being like, we've met. That's
Right.
kind of not nice because
Yeah.
not everybody has a great memory.
No, I have a terrible memory.
Yeah. But I think owning it is the most important piece. Is
Yeah,
like,
own it and don't worry about, the memory piece.
right.
Which brings me to why Will Ferrell?
Now, because you're going to come to our events and you will meet a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Like, so it's okay. And, also, my favorite thing, because we're talking about reintroducing yourself, but most of us aren't going to remember your name. Like,
Yeah, I'm terrible.
I'm
with
so
names.
bad. They say the thing of like, repeat it 3 times in your head once they say it and then it'll lock.
That's totally not true.
Well, number 1, that. Number
me.
2, when you're introducing yourself, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to say next.
Right.
Like, just being honest.
Yeah, just be honest.
So-
I think at the end of the day, as long as you're just open and honest with people, like,
Well, I was going to say my trick with which now saying it, people are going to be like, oh, geez, I know what Julianne just did to me.
right.
But you have someone near you. Like, for me, it's Alex.
Have a friend. Introduce.
Introduce.
Introduce the
Have
person
you
you
met
know.
Alex? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys gotta connect.
Yeah.
And then they say their name again, and then you're like, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. And it's helpful. A lot of times we have optional name tags. So when you
Yeah.
come to an event, so we can avoid these awkward situations, you can
Yeah.
write your own name
Yeah.
tag.
Maybe we need to make that mandatory.
Okay,
Pants?
so 2 mandatory. Pants,
Name tags.
tags.
Yeah.
Love it.
And also, if you're trying to do like the professional networking side of things, bring business cards.
Yeah.
Because you can order them online for like stupid cheap.
Stupid cheap.
Yeah. Or you can do the thingy of like
the QR code.
Yeah. The like online ones where you just like connect that way. Those
I've
are
seen
cool
a lot
too.
of different versions of that.
Yeah.
I've seen people with a thing in their watch.
Yeah.
There's a local realtor in town who has it on a ring. He'll just hold his ring up to your phone and it'll pop up. Pretty cool.
Wait, is that Sun?
Sunvo.
I thought so. He's always on top of the like.
Oh yeah, he's on top of it.
Jeez. Yeah. No, there's so many different ways, but I do think it's incredibly important when you're trying to actually make those like business to business connections or whatever. Yeah, like obviously, if you're trying to make a friend, you don't necessarily have to give them a business card. You could just be like,
hurts.
"Hey, can we exchange numbers?"
Right.
Which I always am really awkward about that.
What's your Insta?
Oh, I
Not what the cool kids are doing now.
yeah, I guess so.
Or is that like?
I did have that happen to me actually like
Yeah.
a week ago.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I was out at the Atlantic at a local show. And this girl and I were talking, and like she was super fun and really nice, and she's new to Gainesville. And so we were connecting. I told her to come to GGYP, of course. But she was like, "What's your Insta?" And I was like, "Oh, is that what we do now?" Because she was like, "We should hang out. What's your Insta?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I mean, it works.
Yeah,
I
it
get
totally
the updates
works.
on my phone.
Yeah.
Anywho's it. Let's jump into our Gainesville update.
Gainesville update brought to you by the news.
By the news. Look, we got transported to a news station. Magically.
Leaders of the city of Gainesville have installed 37 wayfinding and informational signs along its network of multi-use paths. These signs include maps that display connected trails, parks, points of interest, and etiquette guidelines. Directional signs and mile markers have been installed to enhance the trail user's experience.
Yeah, really, that was the only thing keeping me from going on runs. You know what I'm saying?
I get the runs all the time.
Poop joke.
Yeah!
Have we done one before?
Not this episode yet.
Expect poop jokes.
Yeah.
Or fart jokes.
Half
We're
of
good at
episode
those.
2 is poop jokes.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's why I called it number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the city is hosting the May the 4th on the 3rd Park Run, Star Wars Edition. As their event page states, calling all Jedi, Sith, Wookiees, and droids. Join us for a galactic gathering like no other at our special Star Wars themed park run on May the 3rd. Dress up as your favorite Star Wars character and unleash the Force as you conquer our 5K course through Depot Park. Whether you're a seasoned Rebel Alliance member or a loyal servant of the Empire, this event is for fans of all ages and fitness levels. Luke, I am your runner. Huh? Was that good?
The Force is not strong with this one. In other news, the USDA issued a health alert in Florida due to possible contamination of pork carnitas from Aldi's after they were found to be potentially contaminated with foreign material, specifically pieces of metal from equipment damaged during the production process. When asked to comment on which products were affected, a representative said, Aldi's.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one. All right. Over the weekend, over 1 billion people celebrated one of my favorite holidays.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, on Sunday. On Sunday.
It was your favorite holiday?
Yeah.
Does it have to do with greenery?
Yeah, actually. Mm-hmm. And trees.
Yeah.
No smoke, though. Oh, I'm talking about Earth Day.
You were talking about Earth Day.
Yeah, I planted a tree. So
That's really nice.
We gotta
There were a lot
celebrate.
of things happening on Sunday.
there were a lot
Earth
of things.
Day, Easter, 420. whatever that is.
Whatever
I don't
that
know.
is, we have no idea. We support our
I wouldn't know.
medical marijuana dispensaries, though. Thank
We
you for being a part of
do.
our economy.
Yes.
And that's what we'll say about that.
That's all we're going to say about that.
All right. Thank
Wow.
you for
Wow.
sitting through another podcast with us.
Oh, my God. Is it over?
I think so, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I went by so fast. I
It's
feel like we
been-
just got started.
I know.
Well,
Well, that's because
fantastic.
you were gone for part of it. You know, we had to get
That's
David
true. That's true.
his spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Who's coming on next? Do we know?
I think we're going to bring on Crystal Miner.
Ooh, Crystal Miner. That's
Yeah.
That's a major guest.
Yeah, that's our vice chair. Oh. Wear tops as well.
Julianne has just noticed that she has a shoulder.
That's not what happened.
Oh.
My
happened?
strap was falling.
Oh, I didn't
yeah,
notice
it was
that.
about to be a very interesting podcast.
Julianne stunned by human anatomy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So next one will be joined
Cool.
by Crystal.
She is a sparkle.
Yeah.
She's
Such a sunshine.
She is a ray of sunshine
Yeah.
on a cloudy day.
That's why I did the Photoshop where she was the sun in Teletubbies.
Yes, that's right.
It was a perfect Photoshop.
You know the baby that was in that sun is like in their 30s now? Wow. Yeah.
That's weird.
Isn't that crazy?
It was a weird show, honestly.
I never watched it.
They had little televisions on their tummies.
Yeah. Well, I watched like one episode with my nephew back in the day, and I was so freaked out. Going back to the most popular holiday. Yeah, I did not enjoy it.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, so that's it from us today.
Thanks for joining us
Thanks
again
for joining us.
on the ADHD podcast.